Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the 80/60 Rule. I am Mark, and I'm 60 years old.
How are you, everybody? I am Greg, and I am 81 years old, but we still go by the 60-80 rule. What that means, I don't know, but we're doing that, okay?
Yeah, or 80/60.
86. I was
yeah.
wondering if you were paying attention to what
Yeah, no, I listen to everything you say. Anyway, Greg, what's going on? It's springtime. It feels good out and about.
Yeah, you still don't know how to make sure you're dressed. I like to talk about the monarchy. No, I didn't watch it. I'm not into that at all.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
It's a lot of it's excess. Okay, and it's interesting. I looked it up. 36% of the people have a more negative opinion of the monarchy than 10 years ago. 21% are positive. 41% stayed the same.
Yeah.
And now it went to that,
Yeah. I saw a comment yesterday that I thought was really clever. The last coronation with Queen Elizabeth, everything was black and white, right? Everything we saw.
I'm trying to get something. Go ahead.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Go ahead. Trying to get my notes together.
All right. Anyway, the last coronation we saw was black and white footage, right? Happened in the early 50s. That's kind of like most of our memories is that. And then this one we saw. This one we saw in color, and it just looks goofy. It looks like a Disney production. All the stuff, the crown, and it just looks cheesy and kind of weird in color. It's like black and white made you think that it was from a time long ago, like a fairy tale thing. In color makes you go like, whoa, that's happening today. Really? That's pretty weird.
All right. This is interesting. Bilingualism, knowing two languages may stave off dementia, study suggests.
Oh, I believe that 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, how about this? I don't know if it'll stave off dementia, but it'll certainly keep your mind active.
Yeah, it says it may stave off dementia. A new study suggests that bilingual may also come with another benefit: improved memory in later life. Studying hundreds of older patients, research in Germany found that those who reported the two languages daily from a young age secured higher tests of learning. I'd like to talk about something. I read it in the paper, and the Surgeon General said this: how loneliness is a hot topic. Loneliness. Let me just say about loneliness. Americans have become increasingly lonely and isolated, and this lack of social connections having profound effects on our mental and physical health. Just look at people over 50, over 60, over 70. Just look at people who are like a single male or a single female. They're kind of like to themselves. Some of them are lonely, or they're not like to me. You people don't know me, but I can talk to the computer. Have a conversation with the computer.
A lot of people do that. You could talk to the toaster.
To the toaster, I can talk to the toaster.
Right.
Tell me if they talk back to me, then I know something's wrong with me. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just interesting. According to a poll, more than half of all Americans are lonely.
Wow.
According to 2021 poll, which also found that young adults are almost twice as likely to report feeling lonely as that over age 65.
Yeah, really. So young adults.
Yeah, they don't have a companion. Who knows? They have they're maybe isolated from their parents, whatever it is.
I think that's pretty much indication of that they've kind of built this, and this is, I'm going to sound like a really old man here. They've built this false society around them of Facebook friends and people they know on social media. When okay, that's one sort of socialization, but do they know their neighbor next door? Probably not. So they've kind of built this sort of like alternative world where they think that they're communicating with people, but they're really not. And therefore comes the loneliness, the true loneliness of not just having conversation with people or
and it's interesting. what you just said, because you go to some developments or some residential areas, and everybody's house is fenced in because they have a dog or a swimming pool,
Yeah, yeah,
and so you never know who the neighbor is.
right, right.
Yeah.
Oh, I've lived in the same spot for 40 years or something like that. There was a time where I knew, going back quite a few years, there's a new time where I knew, maybe I didn't know them personally, but I knew the name of everybody on my street.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe by the last name, oh, the so-and-sos live over there or whatever. But now, if you asked me, hey, go up and down your street and tell me the name of everybody, man, maybe like, a
Me
quarter
too.
of that,
Yeah,
maybe not
yeah.
even that.
This is interesting too. How about this? This is sports. Daniel Murphy, remember him with the Cubs and
Oh, yeah.
He's in the Atlantic League. This is the Eastern thing, Atlantic League. He hasn't played since 2020, and he wants to get back in the majors.
Really, I hope he lost some weight because he was getting pretty pudgy there.
2020, they cut him. Everybody cut him.
I forgot about him, man. Yeah.
He still loves baseball.
Yeah.
It was good. He was good with the Mets.
Yeah, I think, you know what, with both leagues doing the DH, there's probably a role for him somewhere because he could hit, right?
Yeah, he could hit.
Yeah, his problem was they didn't have a spot for him in the field because he was kind of he didn't have range as an infielder. I don't think he had the arm of an outfielder, but he could hit. So yeah, with everybody having the DH, maybe somebody's going to take hey, that's a good idea. Put your name out there. Who knows, right?
Well, I put my name as the reliever too. I would be I like coming in the ninth inning, bases loaded, no outs.
And it's all on you.
It's all on me.
And you bounce it 55-footer in front of the plate.
The first pitch is a grand slam.
Yeah.
That was my little league days. Forget it.
Yeah.
It's something I think of this. If you were a kid, to realize that you're not going to make it as a baseball player, why don't I coach? It's interesting.
Yeah.
When did that happen? It'd be great if a kid could say, "Let me be a coach from the age of 9 or 10," instead of being going to make it as a baseball player.
Well, I bet you there's guys in college right now playing sports, on a college, at the college level, who are realizing it like right now, going like, okay, now I'm surrounded with a bunch of other guys who are really good and I'm not at their level. I bet you there's it's probably for sure. The NFL is filled with guys like that. When you think about all the assistant coaches coming down the hierarchy, filled with guys who love the game, but
I would think there would be more NFL or NBA that could be referees or umpires.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. You see that in hockey. Hockey, a lot of officials played youth hockey, and then they also played maybe college hockey, but just were not world-class athletes. So they took their direction into either officiating.
That's good.
Yeah. Hey, we should wrap this up.
Okay. Wrap it up.
No, you wrap it up.
Oh, okay. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, good stuff, Greg. I know you and I could talk about that sort of coaching thing forever, but we're running out of time. So thank you, everybody, for listening. We really appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you could. Greg, I'll catch up with you next time. All right?
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a good week, gang. Have a good week. Enjoy your week.